Welcome student in the another part of animal kingdom. In this we are going to discuss about the subphylum Vertebrata. Vertebrata, which is also known as Craniata because they shows the cranium, vertebral column, notochord, nerve column. It is further divided into two parts, jawless and bear's jaw, Agantha and Gnathostomata. The Agnatha is further divided into class Cyclostomata, the organism without jaw. And on the other hand, that one which bears a jaw is divided into Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces is the one which have fins instead of the limbs, and the superclass Tetrapoda is the one which have the limbs. The word tetra is four. Poda is the feet or the limbs. So, amphibia, reptilia, apes, mammalia, they belongs to tetrapoda. Chondrichus and ostichus, that belongs in the superclass Pisces. Let's start with the cyclostomata. As the word indicates cyclo, they have the circular mouth. Let's see, the organism of this phylum, this class, are ectoparasites on some fishes. Their elongated body without scales and they show the pair gills. 6 to 15 pair gills are present for respiration. They have the circling and circular mouth without jaws. They are cartilaginous cranium and vertebral column there. Circulation is closed type. These are marine but migrate for spawning to fresh water. What is the meaning of spawning? That is to lay eggs. After spawning, they die and the larva after metamorphosis return back to the oceans. Examples are Petromyzon, that is lamprey, and myxine, which is hagfish. Now to the superclass Pisces, which has the fins and are divided into chondriuches, which are cartilaginous fishes, and osteoches, which are bony fishes. Let's have the look difference between chondriuches and osteoches. Chondriuches are the marine, streamlined body, predaceous. They prey. These are the predators. And osteoches are the marine, freshwater fishes. These are streamlined body. The cartilaginous endoskeleton is present in chondriuches, whereas in osteoches, they have the bony endoskeleton. The notochord is persistent throughout the life in chondriuches as well as in osteoches. Here in the skeletal system, you can see this fish is more bony than this. So the endoskeleton in chondriuches is more cartilaginous. In chondriuches, the mouth is located towards the ventral side and it has powerful jaws because these are the predators. Whereas osteoches, the mouth is located in the terminal region. The other difference between them is gill slits. Here, chondriuches, gills are open, whereas in osteoches, gills are closed with operculum on both the sides. Type of a scale in chondriuches are placoid, that are sharp in structure. Teeth are modified placoid scales in these and are backwardly directed. Chondriuches doesn't have any air bladder, that's why they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. So these fishes will continue, they have to continue constantly, they have to swim so to avoid sinking, whereas ostriches, the scales are cycloid, which are not that much sharp, cycloid, which are smooth, or ctenoid. Air bladder is present that provide them the buoyancy. Here you can see that in ostriches, air bladder is present. Both the fishes, both the classes are poikilotherm. The meaning of poikilotherm, that is cold-blooded organism. These are the organisms that lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature. So they can keep on changing their body temperature according to environment. The body temperature is not constant. Such organisms are known as poikilotherms. Both the organisms shows two-chambered heart, one auricle and one ventricle in it. Both the superclasses, they have separate sexes. External fertilization takes place in both. They both are oviparous in nature. Development is direct. Examples are conriches. Examples are dogfish, scoliodon, shark, electric ray, stingray, sawfish. And the examples of ostriches, marine are flying fish, seahorse, rohu, katla, magur, freshwater fishes, and fighting fish or angelfish from as in aquarium. Now we'll discuss the superclass Tetrapoda. The first one is amphibia. The general characters of amphibia are they live in aquatic as well as in terrestrial habitat and need water for breeding. Body has head and trunk region. Some have tail as well. Moist skin without scales. They don't have any scales. Most have two pair of limbs. Here you can see. Tympanum is present that represent ear, and the heart is three-chambered, two auricle and one ventricle. These organisms are also poikilotherms. Alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tracts are open into a cloaca, which is a common opening and that opens to exterior. Respiration is by gills during larval stage, lungs and skin in the adult. Sexes are separate. External fertilization takes place. These organisms are oviparous and development is indirect. Examples are frog, toad, limbless amphibia, salamander. The second class of tetrapoda is reptilia. The general characters are organisms have dry and conified skin. Epidermal scales or scutes are present. Here you can see in the snake, crocodile. Snakes and lizards shed their scales as a skin cast. Limbs, they usually have the two pair if present. If not, like in snake, crawling mode of locomotion is present in it. So this is how you can differentiate between reptilia and amphibia. Amphibia, the skin is moist, whereas reptilia, the skin is dry. Amphibia, not mandatory that they crawl, but reptilia, yes, the movement is crawling. They also have the tympanum that represent ear. They have three-chambered heart, but the septums are partially separates in ventricle. So if you can see in reptilian heart, the ventricle is partially separated. Organisms are poikilotherms. They have well-developed alimentary canal. Respiration is through lungs because they are not the aquatic organism. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous. Reptiles lay the eggs and development is direct. There is one exception in case of a crocodile, that crocodile bear four-chambered heart, though being Reptile, it shows four-chambered heart. Examples are turtle, tortoise, tree lizard, wall lizard, alligator, crocodile, garden lizards. Reptilia also have poisonous snake and non-poisonous snakes. The third class of tetrapoda is aves. It shows the presence of feathers and beak. So this one is the peculiarity, beak and feather. Forelimbs are modified into wings. Dry skin without glands except the oil glands at the base of tip. Hind limbs have scales and are modified for walking. So here are the hind limbs which have scales and are modified for walking, swimming or clasping tree branches. Bones are long, hollow and pneumatic. Here you can see the TS of a bone, which is pneumatic bone. Tympanum membrane is present that represent ear. Aves have four-chambered heart. These organisms are homeotherms, that is warm-blooded organisms. Warm-blooded organisms have ability to maintain their body temperature constant. So they don't keep on changing their body temperature with the change in atmosphere. They keep their body temperature constant. That's why their energy need is more comparing to any other class of tetrapoda. Digestive tract as additional chamber, which is a crop and gizzard, because birds that are aves, they doesn't have teeth in it. So the function of crop and gizzard is to grind and chew. They show the double respiration. It's double circulation. Air sacs connected to lungs. Internal fertilization, oviparous development is direct. They have the air sac which are connected to the lungs. Examples are crow, pigeon, parrot, ostrich, peacock, pigeon, penguin, vulture. The last class of tetrapoda is Mammalia. They show the presence of mammary glands that are helpful in producing milk. All the mammals have hairs on their skin. They have two pair of limbs, one for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming or flying. External air is present, which are known as pinna. They show the four-chambered heart. They are also homeotherms, that is, they are warm-blooded organisms. They have well-developed alimentary canal. Dentition is heterodont, thecodont, and diphodont. The meaning of this is heterodont. Example is humans or the lions. You can see it here, in which you will find different kinds of teeth. Teeth are not similar. Thecodont and diphodont, where the adult and the milk teeth are different. Respiration is through lungs. Sexes are separate. Fertilization takes place internally. All the organisms are viviparous. Only in mammals, entire animal kingdom, only mammals are there that give birth to the young ones. But except echidna and platypus. These are the two mammals that have mammary gland that shows the characteristic like mammalia, but they lay egg. Development is direct. Example are platypus, kangaroo, flying fox, monkey, camel, cat, rat, dog, elephant, common dolphin, blue whale, lion, tiger. Thanks for watching.